Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Coach Mean Rain and I'm on the scene with the Gangsta Lean. Happy lunchtime to you. Mama tired. I am a little tired today. I'm a little annoyed with my camera. But I said no matter what, you got to strut. So I came on live even though I really don't feel like it today. I decided to show up anyway because that's what it's all about. It's showing up even when you don't feel like it, showing up even when all you want to do is crawl in a corner somewhere and stay over there. I can't even film the way I want to today because this camera, I've been getting footage all weekend. If you're a subscriber of my channel, you'll notice I haven't posted a vlog in like 4 days. I'm living on the edge. You know, I normally do daily videos, but I decided to give myself a vacation. Hello, Danielle. What does it say? I should have worn my shades. I mean, my glasses in here. I didn't bring my glasses with me. I left them at my desk. Danielle says, sorry you are tired and annoyed. But that blazer is popping on your beautiful skin. My favorite fitness coach. Oh, thank you, Danielle. I decided to come on live anyway because I talk about being transparent. And sometimes when people are like really positive and all of that, and they're motivated, they're motivating, they don't show you times when they are struggling. Hi, blah blah blah. Jacinta, how are you, hon? They don't show you times when they're struggling. They only show you when they're up. I'm gonna show you all of it because that's where the champions are made. Champions are made when you really don't feel like it. When you find that strength from somewhere deep inside to keep going, you know? So that's why I'm sharing my little sleepiness today. Oh wow, it just jumped up. So guys, if you coming into the live, I know my energy is not super high, but guess what? If you hang out for a little bit, you might learn something. But go on ahead and like the live for me. And we're gonna have a little discussion. I wanna talk to the ladies. Just based on, a lot of, even though I said, and my mama said, don't talk about celebrities. I get what she means. She meant like don't be on here gossiping and saying things that you don't know to be true. She's 100% right. But I think popular culture, we can learn a lot about what we all need to learn maybe, or some lessons that we can take from what's happening around us. And using like a popular situation is a really great way for people to tune in and at least have a point of reference, right? So I'm going to talk about dating someone when they're still married. And it's going to be a cautionary tale for some of the youngest. They be outside, and the value of marriage has changed, or it seems to have changed in 2025. What is that on my ear? I don't have no earrings on. I was like, what is that? It's my beer ear. That's what it is. Oh. Let me take a sip of this water. I said a sip. I took a gulp. I'm sorry, guys. That's going to happen a few times. I'm gonna get my life together. Don't worry about it. So I'm just gonna start talking, and if you want to chime in, if you have something to add, then feel free. Okay. So we all see what's happening in the news with we see what's happening with Papoose, we see what's happening with Remy Ma, and we see what's happening with Clarissa Shields. So in a nutshell, Remy and Papoose, their marriage has imploded. They seem to be on their way to divorce. The divorce was recently filed. Prior to, Clarissa Shields and Papoose began a relationship. So the reason why I decided to speak about it is like what I said. It provides a point of reference for people that kind of are familiar with what's going on in popular culture, right? But let me tell you, I have an unpopular opinion. Very funny, Solomon. Hi, Solomon. I have a very unpopular opinion. I'm seeing a lot of love for Clarissa Shields and Papoose's relationship. A lot of people are like, wow, like black love. This is true black love and all of this stuff. And it just led me to believe that we really don't know how to decipher what is a healthy relationship. We have been so traumatized that we don't even know when there's a healthy relationship brewing. And that's sad. For anyone that is getting interested in someone that's freshly going through a divorce. I mean, they recently just moved out of their marital home. Hi, Anthony, how are you? They recently moved out of their marital home. They're still licking their wounds from their divorce. Maybe the divorce is filed, maybe it's not. If the divorce is not even filed, ladies, I don't care how much he smiles in your face, do not get yourself attached to that man. Don't do that. Because just don't do that. Don't do it. He still has to go through a divorce. Who knows how long the divorce is going to take? Who knows if they're going to decide to reconcile? They're married, for God's sakes. They were married for 20 years or some long amount of time that they were married for. And it's just, I almost want to run over to Clarissa Shields and scream in her ear, girl, get away from this. You don't need this drama in your life, child. You're 30 years old, you have no children. But I understand her attraction to it, or to Papoose, because if you watched her movie, she had quite a bit of trauma in her life, and she had some daddy issues. So I can see her dating an older man and just admiring and adoring this man. But there is no perfect man, baby. And are you ready for his grown man trauma when it's ready to dump on you? You ready for that? Child. Solomon said, okay, you all were saying hi to each other. I don't know if Danielle and Jacinta, if they're still here. I think they are still here. Solomon said, how can we know what a healthy relationship is when we've lived under the horrors of slavery for centuries, not weeks, not months, centuries? That's what I'm saying. And when we see these relationships like implode in front of us, we really are understanding the depths of our trauma. And for people to be championing Papoose and Clarissa's relationship, I'm just looking at like the overarching theme in the comments, and people are like, oh my God, black love. And I'm like, what? He's married. Like what? I don't care if him and Remy are going through this crazy time right now. This is just not. If I had if Clarissa was my daughter, could she be my daughter? How old am I? I would have had to have her real young. But I mean, let's say she was, or my niece. I would like. I know sometimes the younger girls don't listen, and they think that older women are being bitter towards them and don't want them to live their life. Because I was young too, and I didn't really listen either. But Lord, child, today I can see your future. He's giving you a glimpse of your future. This is how he behaves in a breakup. Ah, child. He's gonna be videotaping you. He's gonna be saving stuff. I just wish that there could be more, conversation about it. A better understanding of, or someone to really like be in her ear. But would she listen? That's the other piece, right? Because do we listen when we forget in our first piece of good, you know what? And he putting that grown man on her. Child, let me finish. Let me read the comments. Danielle said, I am here. Damo said, Coach, hey, Damo. Solomon said, I'm the perfect man if you want to wind up in a mental ward. What's the word, chat? What it do, Damo? Everybody saying what's up to Damo. Solomon said, she can be my great granddaughter. Danielle says, sometimes I think we have to look individually, not at the community at large. Most people can identify a toxic pattern, even if they chose to participate in it. LOL, not the grown man, child. You see how she looking at him? Do y'all see how she is looking at him? He has put that grown man, I've been married for 20 years, on her. Okay? She's like, he put that, I'm going to get you pregnant on her. Talking about, we going to have a family. Can he get divorced first? About family. Child. Anyway, I know that I saw it on, started to talk about this. One of these days I came on live, but I was a little bit lit. And then I had to private that live anyway because it had a copyright on it. And I don't do copyrights over here. I don't. If YouTube tell me there's a copyright on my video, I will private that video so fast. What you said there. Damo said what you said, Coach. I'm worried about her legs for the next fight. Child, I really hope. Yes, Anthony, a little bit. You missed it. You don't be over here. You missed it. You had to be there. What you said, Coach, I'm worried about her leg. Me too. I'm worried. Hi, Fabi. I'm worried about her focus. I think that she'll still win this next fight coming up, but I'm worried about her focus long term. Like, I was watching a few different people talking about this topic, and one of the things that, because a lot of people are focused on Remy, and I'm not even going there, like, I'm not even going there. And the reason why is because there's so much to unpack and I only have an hour. Hi, Oslin. Fabi said, Coach, hey, everybody. Coach was lifted. Agreed, Sir Solomon. I concur. Yeah, Coach, I was having me a good time, okay? I don't do it often, but when I do, I could turn up. Shorty could turn up. Hey, Oslin, how you doing? I hope everything's going well today. What's up, Ilana? I hope I'm saying that right, Ilana. I've been practicing. Hey, Coach in chat. I love your blazer. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all want to know where I got it from? Shein. Uh-huh. She to the end. She to the end. Amen. Hallelujah. Everybody be sleeping on Shein. I'm telling you, you can get good blazers. You can get nice blouses for work. You have to add your own pants because I would not purchase pants from Shein. But you can definitely get blazers. This is a 1X blazer from Shein. I think, is it 1X or 0X? No, 1X, 1X, because I always have to size for these. So it's 1X. Just Danielle said, don't let that ninja sidetrack you, girl. It is about to be a whole mess. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I don't like all of that, like the drama piece of it is one thing. But this girl, like, have you watched her movie? Like, her story is so crazy. How she made it. How she had to fight. She had to go to China. Was it China alone? Like when she was doing the Olympic trials, and she was all alone, and was a complete fish out of water because she's from Flint, Michigan. She had never been outside of anything but her impoverished neighborhood, and then for her to be abroad and had to go alone because her coach couldn't go with her, and like all of the trials and tribulations she's had to make it where she has made it. And even after she became a gold medalist, she didn't get the sponsorships. They don't sponsor women's boxing. She didn't get them. She had to fight. She had to sell, like she had to do pictures and all. Like her journey was not easy to get to where she is now. So for you to have made it here, I'm hoping, I'm really leaning on faith that even though she could be in love with this dude, when it's time to lock down and focus, she really locks down and focuses. I hope. And like, just getting involved in all of this foolishness. But then the other side of that, what I'm thinking about is when you're a person like she is, who has made it this far and been this successful, it's going to be difficult to find someone of your same age that is ready for what she's probably ready for now, a relationship, marriage, settling down. So I can see her attraction to somebody who's fresh off the heels of that, right? I can see her being attracted to that. Because she's like, oh, he's the marrying kind because he is married. Aslan said, you look nice. I love the look. Happy Tuesday. Interesting topic. Thank you. Thank you. Sab and Tony, how you doing? Simply, Ilana said, come on with the fashion finds. Y'all calling it fashion. That's cute. Listen, I am not the fashion girly. I just puts on what I got to put on to look how I'm supposed to look. I'm not really like, with the pieces and putting together the piece. Like, I've watched other people do it, and I'm like, that is dope. Me, I'll throw something on that look kind of nice. Listen to Danielle talking about a ninja. Aslan, you are so right. I love Shein. Just read the review. You got to read the reviews. I pull up the pictures of other people in the outfits. And yeah, their pants are not curvy, girl. Their pants are definitely not curvy, girl. If you got a bootay and you want your booty to show through your pants, go ahead, buy your pants through Shein. But I'm a classy. I'm a lady. My pants have to not be see-through. So I gotta get my pants I get my work pants from Old Navy when they're on sale. Like the Pixie, I think they're called, pants. I do those. I go to Torrid when they have a sale. They have great pants. The Gap has great work pants. Where else? I haven't tried Target. I don't really do Target like that, but I heard Target has good work pants. Any place that has decent work pants, and I tend to get colors that I can match a lot. So I have 1,000,001 black pairs of work pants. And then I have some gray pants. I have 2 pairs of navy ones, but mainly black. I have them in all different kinds of styles, cuts, colors. I mean, not colors, styles. I sleep with Shein. Shut up, Solomon. Where is Coach going? Looking more like Judge Mean Range. Hey now. That means I would have to go to law school. I don't want to be a judge. Shein pants make me look like a real man. Yo, this guy, Solomon is the jokester of the group. So just, when you come in, just understand that he gonna be joking. I love that y'all talk to each other. Mouthpiece, you came. Hello, welcome to the live. You're brand new here. Guys, make sure you're connecting with Mouthpiece. I met him today. I was in a live with, dang, what's her name? Write her name in the chat. Oh my God, why am I drawing a blank? Ryder. Her name, I forgot the channel name, but her name is Ryder. And we were talking about this. We were talking about the relationship dynamics, and we would focus more on Pap and Rem, but I'm just worried about this girl because she has a lot going for herself, and it appears that Papoose got her best interest at heart, but don't he got a tight, don't it? Sab and Tony. What's up, Slim Jim Longfoot? Fly in the green. Thank you. Y'all like this blazer. Thanks, guys. Just Danielle said, I hear you, Coach. I like what I like, and I wear what it is. I'm making up my own words. Let's start over. I hear you, Coach. I like what I like. I wear what it like. I wear what it like. I have ceased caring about what others consider fashion. If it looks nice to me, I will wear it. Yeah, child, Mama has lived, okay? And no slight to people that really focus on fashion. Like, that's dope. Like, that is definitely a thing. But that's not my ministry. And if you notice, like with my classes too, like when the clothes I wear in class, it's for comfort. Because I am a very juicy woman. I got juicy things, and I can't have them leaping out of my undergarments during class. I gotta wear what keeps me inside and not outside. And I'm not so focused on wearing the cutesy gym looks. It's we at war. When I'm working out, it's a war. There ain't no cutesy nothing. I'm at a war with myself. I'm at war with this stubborn behind fat. I'm at war with the old me. And we not gonna lose. You feel me? So I ain't got time to be looking cute. Ciao. As I said, I love Old Navy too. Great quality. And I go to Torrid. Yeah, Torrid is good. They're a little pricey. So if I'm getting pants from there, I love their pant pants. And the ones that I think is like a slim flare. So it has a little flare, but not crazy. I love those. I have those. I have the slim ones. I have the ultra flare. I have, do I have crop ones? Like capri ones? I think so. I have so many black pants, guys. It's ridiculous. Mostly for shoes. Oh, yeah. Have I gotten shoes from so? But you know what? I have wide feet, but since I lost weight, my feet aren't as wide. So I can wear like regular shoes now. Like regular width, I mean. But I used to shop in Torrid quite often for my shoes when my feet were wider, for sure. And they do have cute shoes, for sure. What it do, Slim? I love that y'all talk to each other. That's dope, man. Keep it up, because we respectful in here. Yeah, I'm not gonna put you on timeout. Nope. There are some judges that are not lawyers. All types of judges. Really? There's judges that aren't lawyers? I thought you had to be a lawyer before you could be a judge. You don't? to be a judge then? I don't want to go. Oh my God, Aslan, don't even. It's a mess. It's two people that are almost 50 years old who've been married for 20 plus years, and it's not only them. It's everyone that gets, not every single divorced couple, but a lot of people when they're going through a divorce, it's like they both turn it into children, and they both, nobody wants to be seen as the person that caused the end of their marriage. But it's really both people. Nobody is perfect. So both people contributed to the relationship falling apart. It's never just one person. Like, even if there's one person that's like really out of pocket and has been cheating for years and doing all this stuff for years, the other person's responsibility is that they stayed for that long. They allowed it, they stayed. They kept making excuses for the person. And I'm talking barring like any type of abuse. I'm just talking about people staying in marriages that aren't working and saying it's for the sake of the kids, when it's really their own security that they're afraid of. And I'm not talking about like financial security. I'm talking about emotional security. Ilana said, yes, Papoose likes women who come from humble beginnings. And not only that, he likes a strong woman who probably, I'm just assuming, has never had a man that swooned over her and never had a man that catered to her every need. Like, she's probably always been, if she's been in a relationship with anyone else, she's been the aggressor in the relationship. So here he comes and you can be soft with him, right? He'll take care of it. Now you don't have to be taking care of everything anymore. Well, that's how it seems. He's going to be the knight in shining armor. He's going to take care of everything for you. You've never had that before. So you're going to be wide open. And that's what we're seeing. When you see them pictures of that girl, I'm calling her a girl, but she's a grown woman. When we see pictures of her and she's like looking up at him like with star, I'm like, oh my God, he has got her. You heard? Got him. Solomon said, I prefer very tight shirts that look mad young on me. Okay, whatever works for you. Ilana said maybe he can relate because he was raised the same way. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think it's more to what I'm talking about though, not just the humble beginnings piece, but the strong girl, because Remy and Clarissa are very similar, not even just looks wise, like personality wise too. Like very strong, very in your face kind of people. Papoose likes women that shop at Target. Solomon. Shell top Adidas keep my toenails from cutting through. Cutting through what? You gotta cut them toenails. Danielle said, nope, you could be a judge coach. It might be the type of judge that you are thinking of, but it might not. It might be the type of judge that you are thinking of, but still a judge. You meant not the type of judge you're thinking of? I don't know what you mean, Danielle. What kind of judge could I be? Aslan said, that's a great point. You have to take accountability either way. Yes. Nobody is just a sitting duck. In a normal relationship, nobody is just a sitting duck. It's either you're taking responsibility. It's either you are allowing the behavior or you're doing the behavior. But either way, you have to take responsibility and accountability for your part in the demise of your relationship. No person is more right than the other. And depending on who's friends with who, people in your circle are either going to agree with you or them. But what happens when people are breaking up is they try to out the worst things about each other. But I always side eye that, especially with people that's been together like 20 years. I'm like, well, you stayed with them for a very long time, so they couldn't have been all bad all the time. No one person, they couldn't have been all bad all the time. Rich Sky interviews. Hello, Rich Sky. How you doing? Welcome to the live. Can you please like the live for me if you're still here? I appreciate it. He's a real solid man. Who, Papoose? From what we see, like, this is the thing, guys. Like, please understand there is no perfect person. I'm sure that there's truth in a little bit of truth somewhere in what Remy is saying, and there's some truth in what Papoose is saying. But in both scenarios, if you notice, they're both trying to make each other look like the villain and they're the victim. But nobody's a victim in this. They're both a villain to a certain degree, and they both are acting out of hurt. Both of them. And that's just, my opinion based on what they have posted on the internet. I did not go looking for it. It keeps finding me everywhere. Ilana said that makes sense. Solomon said, I dated a strong woman. She was able to bench 475. Wow, that's a lot. I don't know if I could do that. I would have to try. I don't think I can bench 475. That's quite a bit of weight. Damon said, got him. That's what I said. Every time I look at her face, I'm like, oh, girl, you don't lose focus. Because, ladies, gentlemen, all the guys, close your ears for a sec. Ladies, think back. You know what I'm about to say. Think back to the first time you, with your little young, fast self, decided to date a guy that was a little older and the whooping he put on you. Do you remember that? Like when you was young, like when you first was getting your toes wet, whenever that was, and you messed with an older dude and he did grown man things to you. Does anybody remember that? Or is it just me? Don't tell me you were all virgins and you got married now. Hi, Yvette. Hello, Coach and Chat. Hello, Yvette. How are you? Welcome to the live. Sabantoni said, I don't agree with staying in a marriage because of kids, because that environment may be toxic for the kids. Talk about it. That situation will be very, very toxic for the kids. If you two cannot get along, if you two cannot stop arguing, if it's constant arguments and there's no resolve, then it's in the best interest of everyone for you guys to separate and to be as adult as you can in the situation and do it in the best interest of the children. Try to make it work, but that's easier said than done because feelings are hurt. And when people are hurt, and when people, like, in the grand scheme of things, are confused about their feelings because they may want to end the relationship, but they still love you. And to be real, they don't want to see you with nobody else. They don't want to see nobody else making you smile. That was their job, It's tough. Like, relationships are hard, and it's scary. When you see people breaking down, you're like, Lord, please keep my marriage safe. Lord, I don't want to go through this. I don't want to deal with nothing like that. Does that make you guys think of that? Or are you just like, it's never going to be me? Do you ever think about that? Hi, Miss Open. I love that you guys are saying hello to each other. Oh, I feel you, Danielle. Danielle said, I am sneak typing. Lower court and judicial judges in some areas do not require a law degree. Oh, okay, honey. Agreed, Sabantoni. Yes. Had I survived, it would have made for a great book. Did I miss your comment? What did you say, Solomon? I don't agree. Had you survived what? Danielle said, agreed, Coach. Hurt people hurt people. Look, Anthony, close your ears. Get a little bit of that good, and off to the races, poor thing. That's what, listen, when I see this child, and I'm calling her child, and I don't mean to be disrespectful because she's grown, but you young when it comes to like being in a, like, you know what I'm saying? You talking about, I've had 5 boyfriends. I'm like, aww. She thinks that's a flex. It's not about the number of guys you've been with. It's the life experience. You haven't had many experiences with men, and I'm pretty sure that you haven't had any long-term relationships with a man that's been married already for 40 years. He about to run a circle around you, girl. You're not ready. You're not ready. But you got to let people learn, man. I just really hope that she does not ruin her career. I don't think so. I don't think she will. I'm hoping she doesn't, because she has so much drive. Did any of you see her movie? Anybody seen the what was her movie called? The Fire Inside. Get a little bit of that good. Yeah, he seems to be solid on the outside, but if he targets a certain type of woman, that could be considered a red flag. It is very much so considered a red flag. Like, and that's what keeps raising my eyebrow. I'm like, we are looking at a carbon copy here. Another girl that's career took off is from the inner city. Very strong, very dominating presence, right? May have had relationships, but they didn't work out because she was engaged not too long ago. I don't know if you guys knew that, but she posted it on her YouTube channel. She was married. She was engaged. I don't know what happened with that, but it wasn't too long ago, and it looked like a guy that was about her age. And then that's over with, and now here comes this guy. Child. It's not until you're married yourself that you understand, like, the sanctity of marriage. Like, it's, I don't know, man. And everyone that's praising them too, I'm like, he's married. I don't give a hell what is going on. He did not file for divorce until the other day. He was like legit still a married man, just outside of his house, but a married man nonetheless. Like, married, like freshly, I left my wife's home and now I'm over here married. Like, and they running around in the public, he walking her out. I'm like, what is this? He's still married. They didn't break up. They didn't get divorced. Are they even legally separated? No. Child. Yeah, she green. She's green. And I'm not even trying to like be shady or anything. I just want to talk about this because, like, women, we don't talk about like real relationship things, like issues in relationships with our daughters. We just throw them out into the world with a little tight little, you know what, for some old man to play with. We gotta speak to our daughters, like, for real. But then the issue with that, unfortunately, is, I spoke about this in one of my ranting videos before. The issue I'm having with my generation, the 40-somethings, is we don't want to step into our era as the mentor, as the new elders, the young elders. We don't want to step into that role and own that. What we're doing instead is injecting ourselves with Botox, getting belly flat, this, that, the third, and we want to be competing with the younger generation and not teaching them how to step into their womanhood. That's the problem. So now you got daughters, but you can't teach your daughter how to be a woman because you ain't a woman yet. You still in the club over there. You still wearing thongs hanging off your ass on stage at 45, 46. And I'm not saying that you can't look good as a 46-year-old. That's please, because people jump on that when people say that. I'm not. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's not just the fact that, oh, I'm going on stage and I'm wearing X, Y, and Z. It's the mentality behind why you're dressing that way, and why you think that that is the way you should present yourself to the world when you are a woman of a certain age. It's not about shaming you for your sexuality. It's not about any of that. It's about the fact that you don't understand yet that your value is not just your sex. And you 40 something years old still running out here leading with that. Babylon. Ciao. I'm sorry, guys. When I come in here, my nose right here itches, so I'm not digging up my nose. I'm just kind of calming it down. Solomon said, had I survived my ex-wife's attempt to poison me, that would have made for a good book. Had I survived my ex-wife's attempt. Had I survived. What you saying? You told me the story, but I don't. Love and light to the... Hey, queen! Love, peace, and hair grease. How old is she, whoever she is? Oh, I'm sorry, Anthony. I know you probably lost as heck. So the she that I'm speaking of, she is a grown woman. She's 30 years old. And I'm not saying her name too much just on purpose. Just, the algorithm. I don't know how that works. I don't know. But the she I'm speaking of is Clarissa Shields. She is a boxer. You probably know her if you watch. I'm pretty sure you watch boxing. She's a boxer. Her story is amazing. If you haven't watched the movie The Fire Inside, check that movie out. She's really amazing. And she's hitched herself up with a 47-year-old married man going through this drama with his soon-to-be ex-wife. And she's 10 toes down with him. Like, she's going back and forth with the wife too. And I'm like, that's a very dangerous place to be in, girl, because those same words that you saying now might be turned around and bite you later. All right. You guys tell... Just Danielle said, tell him, Coach, the sanctity of marriage. Yes, it's out the window for it. Hi, Miss Akami. I hope I'm saying it right. How are you? Welcome to the live. Too many models, what a marriage is supposed to be like through the lens of... Too many models, sorry. What the lens of marriage is supposed to be like. I'm just making up my own... But that's the thing. If you don't have a healthy relationship in your home, amen. Hey. If you don't have a healthy marriage, if you've never seen a healthy marriage, if you've never seen it, what do people look to? They look to, oh, that's the they want to see themselves represented. That's why representation is so important. On your televisions, on your YouTube screen, on your anything. Who do you normally watch the most? People that you can resonate with, people that you feel connected to. So same thing with the relationship. So if you don't have something healthy at home to look at, you're going to look outside and be like, oh, I want my marriage to be like theirs because it seems good. Like everyone always says, oh, Papoose is a good dude. He might be a great dude, but is he a great husband? Not just from what we see, like, oh, he was there for her when she got locked up. I'm pretty sure that he knows how to model how you should be loyal. He knows how to do that. He knows how to be loyal. But just loyalty alone is not enough in a marriage. And was he really satisfying her needs? Not just sexually. I'm talking about like her need to whatever her needs are in her marriage. So that's why I say nobody is innocent in the situation. Yes, too many selfish moves, Solomon said. Everyone saying hi to each other. I love that. Make sure you guys are connecting with each other if you're not connected already. Aslan said you are making some great points. Oh, thank you. Hey, Corey. Greeting, Earthlings. I come in peace. Solomon said, wait a minute. Oh, Lord. Yo, Solomon, you in thongs. You're making me a little worried. Like, do you wear your thong all day while you're driving? Does it ride up into your butt by the end of the day? Like, that image is not an image I want to take with me tonight. You understand? Miss Open said, preach. Elaine, I keep calling you Elena. I said, Lorna said, facts, like Dre and Nicole and the other 40-somethings trying to lock these young athletes down. Child. That's a whole different conversation, but I really wish that more of people my age, like in the public eye, in the limelight, would lean into this age. It's okay to be 40, and I'm not saying you got to put away your bikinis. You can't ever wear a bikini, because when you're on the beach, you should put the bikini on. Let them see that you still got it, baby. I'm not saying that, but this competing with the younger girls, like, let them have that. Let them make the mistakes they need to make. You be there to be a listening ear. You be there to be a mentor. We don't have to be in competition. But then what I think happened is there was a period of time where women were like, I ain't trying to have no kids. I ain't trying to get married. I want to work on my career, right? And they did. Then they turned around and they were like 37. And they were like, where the hell did time go? And they started to feel like nobody's checking for me no more. Like the valuable men or the whatever men are checking for the young girls who are starting to come up, the 21, the 22, the 25, and my 37-year-old behind is getting left behind. And then they started convincing themselves, or some women, I'm just speaking generally, I'm not speaking about each and every person. Please don't take offense. This is just my overall opinion about what I think, I could be wrong, what I think it happened to us, to women in general, especially my peoples. That's the only people I can really focus on. Like there was a movement away from, let me buckle down with somebody young, get married, start a family. We wanted to work on career. And just look at it. Look at the statistics. Black women, higher education, off the roof, like out of sight. Like we have surpassed that. Like we went to school and we did that. We are doctors. And I'm talking about not just medical doctors. We have PhDs. We are traveling the world. We have done amazing things. We've made amazing strides in that respect. But then when it comes to a relationship now, it's very difficult to find someone that you're equal, right? That also went to school or also did something like that with their life. I don't know. And then it's like you forced to be in this club, I guess. I guess. I'm trying to think of how it happens on the other side too. I hope you guys get what I'm saying, because I be talking out